certainly I've thought about patronage, right? Like you can't really have a Michelangelo without a Pope Sixtus or whoever it was. Like you need, and it's often a one particular person that has the budget and the eye and understands genius and understands what the good that's going to happen if you can just bankroll this person and unleash them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And, that's something that I've read about historically, actually. How was it that the 17th century in particular produced so much extraordinary art and culture? I happen to have a particular affection for and fascination with 17th century Europe. And it strikes me that if you consider the modest population at the time and the relative poverty and hardship and general technological difficulty of getting anything done, not to mention the extraordinary amount of resources that were wasted in warfare and death by smallpox and so forth. Despite all that, the 17th century produced the most incredible density, concentration of spectacular art. And when I read about individual artists, I have a habit that whenever I learn of a new Baroque composer or Baroque architect or painter, I'll often just look up that artist's biography on Wikipedia. And the same story comes up again and again and again. It's that this artist was born an absolute nobody, the child of a peasant, and somehow got noticed by somebody with a little bit of influence as a person of talent, got taken for some training, some better schooling, eventually got shown to the king, and the king said, this guy's an artistic genius, and then elevates him. Sometimes to the point of giving him a fake aristocratic pedigree in order to actually pass him off as an aristocrat. Louis the 14th actually did this prolifically in his court. Louis the 14th, as you probably know, essentially imprisoned all of the actual French aristocracy, and then he selected from among peasants and foreigners the most talented people he could find, gave them aristocratic titles, and let them run France. And so he ran a court with the most incredible talent base, and offered them all of the resources of the nation to just build the most amazing architecture, compose the most impressive operas, and so forth. And this seems to have been sort of normal in the 17th century all across Europe, that it was kind of understood that the purpose of civilization was to enable highly talented people to do their art. And the benefit of belonging to civilization was that all these artists were supported, making these incredible cities full of incredible music. We're so far from that mindset now.
Patronize, patronize beauty. But you have to have an eye for the artist and the person